Well, about 30 years ago, I was in the right frame of mind to start something. I'd been playing with other people, other colleagues, and that was great fun, but I wanted to fly with my own wings, and I wanted to sort of try out my own ideas and have a bit more independence. And I was fortunate back then because I had a number of young colleagues, young students, singers, instrumental players that I had coached or had worked with. And they were all very excited about the idea of starting a new ensemble. We wanted to explore French music, but we wanted also to experiment with new sounds, especially in vocal ensembles. Also shake up things, ask questions, take a fresh look at people like Monteverdi. I now have two marvelous young colleagues. One's been with us for a number of years, Paul Agnew, tenor.
I first met Bill here in this building. We're in the Opera Comique, and it was a very significant day. It was the last performance of Attis, which was a groundbreaking experience, I think, for Les Florissants, for William, and also for French Baroque music.
Paul's now conducting in the Florissants choir and orchestra, with great success, I might add. The other is Johnny Cohen, whom I met and had a brilliant summer with, playing Julius Caesar in Glyndebourne about 4 or 5 years ago.
I think straight away what I recognized with him was something quite similar to the way that I feel music, which is it's a lot about character. You know, it's about character and theatricality of music, and I instantly developed just a rapport.
Johnny's come into the Florissants, very talented young conductor, and he's already been preparing and conducting singers and instrumental players.
He's an extraordinary personality, an extraordinary man. There aren't many people like him. At the same time, he is incredibly enthusiastic and brings a love of everything that he does, which infects everyone around him and empowers everyone around him.
I can plot my development and the things about which I'm most proud, I think, through my work with Les Florissants. That way of building very close relationships, not only with other singers on the platform, but knowing the chorus incredibly well and knowing the orchestra incredibly well, has meant that there's been a familiarity not only socially but musically from the very first rehearsal.
Les Florissants is committed to, I think, more so than other ensembles, to discovering and to working with younger people to give opportunity. This is very, very important, I think, and this is a big part of what this organization's about.
I think really, in terms of the kind of listening and the kind of appreciation and the kind of encouragement that one feels with an English, a London audience, there's nothing equivalent anywhere else in the world. And our special place, our home in London, really, for a number of years now, has been the Barbican. 3 major evenings. We're doing Susanna, a marvelous and not often heard oratorio of George Frederick Handel. We're also doing Dido and Aeneas. It seems that every 5 or 6 or 7 years we come back to this piece with fresh ideas. And then the last concert to be given in the Barbican will be devoted to the Grand Motet, these grand motets of the late 17th and early 18th century. And I'm excited about this because the I don't think the London audience hears this repertoire an awful lot, but I do know that they love it because we have put this kind of music on our London programs in the past and had great success with it.
Obviously, in a smaller hall, you can be much more intimate. But in the Barbican, I think that we've now found a real sound and a real way to communicate, and it's a pleasure every visit.
Whenever I go into the Barbican Centre to watch performances or having played there, it's kind of like a sort of central hub of artistic activity, which is it's a great place to hang out. And it's going to be fun to be there.
So this 30th anniversary, you see, is I think it's a very true picture of what the Florissants is right now, you see. An ensemble which is rejuvenating itself, becoming younger, looking toward the future, preparing new repertory with new people who have new ideas.